So yeah, we say it's not the size of the gift, it's the size of the sacrifice. If you dial the clock about 100 years ago, a young lady and her dad were pitching tents and doing revivals across the middle part of America. So they would go, they'd pitch a tent, they'd preach, they'd move the tent, they'd preach again. And one night, a young man walked in, and he gave his heart to two people. He gave his heart to Jesus, and he gave his heart to that young lady who was on the stage that was preaching, and that wound up being my grandmother. So that's Walter Marie Green. My grandmother, even though they never had 100, I mean, they'd have considered 100 a mega church back in her day.
100 people.
In their day, 100 people. But she was very generous. If she had 2 dresses, sometimes she'd give a dress away. If they got an offering or she got a Christmas gift, she would say, well, what's that Christmas gift worth? It's worth $5. Well, then I need to pay 50 cents tithe.
Wow.
And so instead of trying to go pre-tax and post-tax, she's adding her income, just so she can pay tithes on. And my dad would say she'd sew little doilies back in the day. And my grandpa, why are you sewing those doilies? She says, well, I want to give him the missions offering. He said, I gave him the mission offering for us. She says, no, I want my own mission offering. And so Dad said if nobody bought her doily, she bought it herself, just so she'd have a missions offering. So that generous heart. So yeah, we say it's not the size of the gift, it's the size of the sacrifice. And so when I asked my dad, one time we made our largest gift, and I said, now Dad, have we outgiven Grandma now? He says, no. We've always given out of our excess. My mom gave what she didn't have. And so that's kind of where we get that spirit of.
So powerful.